All right, let's do it. Another edition of Friday Night Pints. Today is brought to you by Revitalyte, the best hangover drink on the market right now, especially the Barstool Berry Blast. Everybody knows if you're drinking like an energy drink or this hangover drink, blue is the best flavor. Whatever actual flavor, blue is the best. It's the electrolyte solution so that you don't have to pay for your Saturday nights on Sunday morning. You drink a little bit before you start boozing. Then I like to mix my drinks with it. Just pound half of it like Feitelberg just did. Yeah.
You
drink half before.
You go half before, half of it. Why are you laughing? I know how to do this shit.
I thought you were going to do the whole thing. It looked like you were going to do the whole thing.
Can I put vodka in this?
Yes. So
It gets in your bloodstream more. I would just mix emergency with vodka. Like, you
yes.
get it in your system.
It's part of like who you are. It's like you drink it before, you drink it during, drink it after, and then in the morning when you're if you even have a hangover, and magically you're good to go. And the best part is you don't have to go to like the baby aisle to get some sort of electrolyte drink. It's where the adult stuff is. It's in your liquor store, and you can get it online. Follow on all social media at Drink Revitalyte, and go get it in the Barstool store. This is the Barstool Berry Blast. So drink your Revitalyte. You can see Girls Gotta Eats here. We got Raina and Ashley, our first guests in a while. We've been doing this in-house for quite a bit, but now that the world is back, the first girls we had to get in was you guys.
We're so honored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you should be.
Yeah.
Shit. Cheers.
We're getting it in.
So to the
Cheers.
girls.
All right, I have to have a glass of wine. I'm so embarrassed. Just give it to me.
Okay.
I've never seen someone been so easily peer pressured. Like,
No one said anything.
45 seconds ago, you were like, I'm so much of a day drinker.
Well, I feel like the universe didn't want it because he tried to open up the bottle and it was like, nope.
Drinking rosé at Barstool, I feel like I'm like smashing the patriarchy. I really do. It's just really special. And it's Whispering Angel, like this feels right to me.
I was very nervous that that Whispering Angel's like no longer the brand.
No, it is.
I said that in
Yeah,
the text.
no, it
I
is.
might have fucked
That's
this
what I
one
have
too,
in
to
my
be
fridge. I'm gonna chase it with Revitalyte.
honest. There you go.
That's the new
Little
mixer.
mix, yeah.
Oh,
Goodness,
Here,
what
have I
is
got? Just give it to me.
that one was already open.
I
and
can
then
open
the
that
cork
one
like
too.
ripped.
Here, just give me the bottle
How do you do
opener.
that?
The same way that you
You just do it again.
I would never embarrass. I'm a waitress
Yeah, you gotta just do it
forever.
real slow. That one was already open and the cork just like ripped in half when I was trying to
You
pull it
don't
open.
push it all the way
I'll
up.
be amazed.
I've
That was
done
great.
You
that
can do it
before.
too.
I've tried to heat it. That didn't work at all.
There's like
Heat
viral videos of
Yeah.
like women like just banging it against. There's like a shoe.
Yeah,
on the wall.
put it in the
shoe, yeah.
And
That
they
one you
stress
don't
me
even
out.
need to like start with the corkscrew. Yeah, if you're real gentle, there you go. This girl knows what she's doing.
Guys, I was a waitress forever and I'm an alcoholic.
Basically a Somalian.
I love that you did check if that was clean. I did respect that.
I-
You're like,
no,
we're
I
at-
didn't.
we're
I
at
was showing you my
Barstool,
fingers were
this
clean.
is gross. Yeah.
I got a little like
Now
poop
cheers.
on my shoe earlier. So
What?
I was just checking that I
Not your
was
own?
clean.
What?
Yeah, my tennis shoes.
Was
no,
it-
it wasn't my poop. It was dog. Yeah, it was my
Was
poop.
it was it dog poop or human poop?
It was my poop.
It was yours. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was Ashley's actually. We share everything.
Yeah, no, I just like poop on the floor. I'm like, pick it up.
Oh.
That's why we just hired an assistant.
I like being at the assistant level of life. Is I think it's an important level that you guys achieved.
Thank you. We
Like-
think it's important too. We're pretty proud.
I kind of wanted one, but like. Not for like I don't want it for business. I want it for like everything
Sex?
else. I was like, I need you to like. I always get like parking tickets, and I always have these like things to take care of that I just don't, and then they become major problems.
Yeah.
So it's like I will do all the work stuff. I just need you to do like.
You know what you
here's-
need to get? A mom.
Yes.
That's-
yes.
That's what my mom
moms
does
do
for
for
me.
you, right?
My mom does.
I can't believe Polly does that shit for you still. You're such a.
Are you
like,
one of those guys?
Oh,
yeah.
Does she buy your
You
underwear?
fucking met me enough times. You're guessing if I'm
Yeah.
one of those guys? Look at me.
You live with her? Or it's just like...
Yeah. Do you guys live together? That's a good question.
No. She lives in Massachusetts. She has
You
like.
send her your laundry.
I did that in college.
Don't laugh.
In college, I would mail her hockey bags full of clothes, and she'd mail them back.
I love how that was a better solution than her being like, here's this YouTube video about how to like just do laundry. She was like
She's
sending
bored.
it.
She likes to do
what else
stuff.
is
She
do it.
does not like to do all this
Right.
shit
I mean,
for you.
that's
how you
I'm a
justify it.
32-year-old man, and she does it
Because she
has
knows,
to.
no, she knows that you can't, and her son will like not live, not survive.
I
if
will
you
live.
don't-
I'll just live in squalor. I won't
Yeah.
care.
I don't
she
think-
just doesn't want a son to live in squalor.
Yes, it's
I'll
the same reason.
just be homeless. I don't give a fuck.
So you just asked if she buys
poop all over your
his
shoes.
underwear.
Just
Like when he was a kid, she like the thing that she beat into him, probably literally, was you can't have holes in your underpants. And so that's like
skid
the
marks.
one thing.
Because you never know
or
who's
skid
gonna
marks.
see it.
Yeah.
And then one day we thought I broke my back. and they had to cut my hockey equipment off me, and I was wearing holes in my underwear, and as I was standing with me in the hospital, she goes, "Oh, John Henry."
Like, son might be paralyzed, and she's like, "Oh,
I was
no."
wearing like the
God.
brace and then like everything like this. She goes,
That
"Oh,
is
John Henry."
Do you have any like hot scars?
Do you have any hot scars?
We love scars. Women love
I got a bunch
scars.
of
on a
We
guy.
love scars. I was like, I didn't know we
No,
love
I
scars,
can't.
but I guess we do.
If you have
No,
a story-
I have an appendectomy scar.
What does that word mean?
I have scars from a slap tear surgery that would be gone if I had done rehab, but I didn't do that. That's about it.
I got a scar.
I don't have a motorcycle.
I have a neck
Kevin's got a
scar
neck
here.
scar.
Okay. What happened?
These are all like kind of the same thing. I have a gnarly scar there, and then I have a
That's not bad.
neck scar there.
Okay.
Oh, I don't hate that. Okay.
Yeah.
Raina,
The
was
neck
she,
one,
like,
I should come up with like a cool story. Like, I got
Yeah.
fucking, like someone held a knife to my neck.
Yeah,
and,
that would
like,
make me really
kinda-
attracted to you.
Yeah.
You like before Raina's kind of dating somebody, but she would always hit on the like bouncers at the venues we went to, like the security guards.
Like dating someone's gonna stop that. She's gonna do
Kevin
that
knows,
forever.
he
doing
knows
that.
I'm dating somebody because I accidentally sent him a text message.
okay, let's talk about
yes,
it.
that I meant to send to the guy that I'm dating.
That's the worst thing that can happen.
we need to unpack it because I need to know did you see it right away and you had to sit on it for 30 minutes? Like, were you like, this is gonna ruin the friendship? Or
So
like,
what happened was, not without giving too much information, he was talking to me about a girl and something that was going on, and I was giving him advice, we were talking, and then I sent my man a text, and then I realized that like my man and Kevin, neither of them were texting me back, and I was like, it's so fucking weird that like I sent this like really sweet text and he like texted me back, and what I had sent to him was, I miss you so much, I wish we were snuggling on the couch together. And he just never responded to me.
That is
Okay, now
that
we
is
need
the movie.
your side of the
So
story.
yeah, I'm trying to think of like when I saw that. Like, did I see it? I would not. If I saw that, like, I wouldn't have just been like, I'm not responding. I would have been like, oh, you dumb.
You want
bitch.
to come over?
So yeah.
Oh,
that-
you wouldn't
there-
try to fuck me.
There was.
He's like, no.
There's no way. So I must have like fallen asleep or put my phone down and then saw it like much later, whatever it was,
Yeah.
because I would have been, because that is
On it.
I mean, I would. That to me is like the worst, most like embarrassing thing you can do.
Yeah, but how would you have known that was a mistake? How would you have not known Raina was shooting her shot?
It could have been. It could have been.
It does sound like shooting my shot.
Yeah.
And it's worse. I wish I would have been like, I wish I could suck your dick. Like, I wish it was like a dirty, hot text that was like, I wish I could ride your
Also-
cock. But like, instead I was like, I want to snuggle you on the couch. It's more
That's what I'm
confusing.
saying.
Yeah,
He would have known
yeah.
if Raina was like, I can't wait for like
That
to
would've been
suck the
more on
cum out of
brand.
your dick. He would have been like, that's probably a mistake.
That's a rated immigrant
No,
original, okay?
honestly, I feel like the more I would have been like, yeah,
That's
that's
just a weird
right.
way to say blowjob too.
It's a literal.
I
It's
can't
a
wait to
dirtier
suck
That's
cum out of your
that's her line.
That is an original
I
I didn't
line.
make that. That's her line.
I'm
That's
picturing
when
like
you
when a
use- that's when
snake
you
bites
use-
you and you gotta suck the venom
See,
out of the bite.
I'm picturing it's like when you're really dehydrated and you have one of those fucking weird cum shots. Like,
What?
it's got like a thick cum when you're really
What do you-
dehydrated.
is that a thing?
Yeah,
It's
fucking-
like it's a much
when
more
you're hungover.
viscous.
Yeah.
I
more
never knew
solid
about
than
that.
it
I
is.
guess I'm
It's
really
like
fucking
glue if you wanted
hydrated
to.
king. They're using their whatever.
We had a big debate about this last week, I guess it was. Would you, I guess we were talking about it from a guy point of view, would you rather a guy come a lot or come a little, not come at all?
Thank you so much for seeing me.
She was like, I will defer to the queen.
Our queen of cum.
Queen of cum.
Raina Queen of cum.
Girl,
Oh my God.
gotta eat
I feel like it's like my moment is happening. Okay, are we talking like the amount of times per day or the
Oh my god.
Yeah,
volume?
like a single, single
I like
incident.
a lot of it, like
Yeah.
medium to large, out of like a venti.
Yeah.
I just want to grande today. No, this is the clip you guys are gonna use. I love cum. I
Yes.
like cum talk. I like a lot of.
You like to hear about quantities of cum.
Yeah. I like
Right.
to hear
Okay.
about
So
it.
I want to come buckets, girl.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
to hear
okay.
about it. Yeah, I guess.
But
it's
then
fun.
when it comes down to it, you want it also?
Yes, I want it.
Okay.
I used to date somebody that didn't come a lot, so I'm like scarred from it. So now like I want it all the time.
Meaning like just not a lot each time, or like sometimes no time.
Yeah, just
Like,
not
nothing
a
at
lot.
all?
Like nothing
Right.
was coming out.
I mean,
Can't
when
tell
I'm
you.
What do you mean?
his stomach is getting weaker and
Is it
weaker.
'cause of the
now
cum?
you can't
It's
even come
it's-
home, John. Our career is fucked if you can't.
Fine,
come
fine.
home.
I'll say what I'm thinking about the fear factor thing.
Oh, when they drink. Yeah. Oh, guys.
Oh my god. What?
Have you never seen
This
this
is
before?
No.
He'll puke. Yeah,
Oh,
he'll
yeah,
puke.
he'll throw
He
up.
gets
Like
like,
if I push him, he'll puke.
like,
Right?
don't.
I'll do it. It's like on Fear Factor. You know what I'm talking about when they had to drink like a quart of.
He's like Dixie D'Amelio, who just throws up at everything.
he gets
on
gagged.
Fear Factor.
Once
About
I get
what?
it down, we're good. We're
Okay.
good.
The reason why Fear
Yeah.
Factor got kicked off the air was because they drank a quart of Donkey Cum.
What?
And so they had to like guzzle it down. Gulp. They had to drink warm cum from a donkey.
Oh my God!
Yeah. Told you. Yes! I mean, I can do this.
Yes!
I've seen it all.
Yeah.
The
You know what's
interns,
great?
the
I'm
interns
proud of
are
you.
mortified.
We broke girls gotta eat. Like they're tough, they can hang, and they are
Did you
horrified
see
with
it
these
come out of his body? I just watched
I
it come out of his body.
I feel like there might be part of them that thinks like we did this, put this on as a
Yeah,
gag.
no,
Listen,
that
we're gonna
happens.
have like throw up 10 minutes in.
All
That's
the
just
time.
what he does.
I just feel like
Just
he's
snot
like
rocket it.
a
That
weak
was
person.
disgusting. Huh?
You guys can watch
like
out.
a weak
Watch
person.
out.
He's a weak-minded child. Boy. Yeah, he's.
I'm not so grossed out about the puke. I just didn't. I didn't think people did that like
No.
that.
No,
I
I'm
thought they
good,
could
thank you.
control themselves.
He does it all
He
the time.
does it all of
All
the
the
time.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had Bobby Kelly in the other day. He puked in front of him. He left the room.
I
Did you
got
put
it
it
on
into a
the
trash
camera.
can, or are you just on
No,
the
yeah,
Yeah,
it
it was in the trash can.
I thought you were like the
That would be
interns. The
amazing.
interns will deal with it.
If you
and
just
throws up on
puked
the
up
floor.
the floor or whatever, dude.
That was a good amount of puke.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That's because you just had that big lunch.
Oh my god.
Good for you, man. It's
So
weight
back to
control.
cum.
Yeah,
What?
weight control.
Is
Good
this
for
a
you.
bulimia intervention?
She said the real reason she's so horrified is just because you're a weak person.
You can't like shut it off your mind. Like you can't.
No, I have like a real bad gag reflex.
Okay.
Has it gotten worse?
Huh?
Has it gotten
I think
worse?
it's gotten worse.
It definitely has.
Because I think in the past you wouldn't throw up like every single time. Now I feel like I watch you throw up a lot.
I also
it's
like,
like-
wait, I
it
know
would
to
always
push
get-
buttons now. I can.
Right.
Like everything very casual, which is happening. Everything's insane.
It happens literally.
That's
all
how-
of the
that-
vomit
because
come
we
out of your
are
body.
Very used to it.
It happens like once a week.
We have this show here called Lowering the Bar where we just do like,
It's like Fear
make
Factor,
us eat
you-
disgusting things and
Yeah.
like, they make me do it all the time because
Yeah.
it's, you know, it's
the
funny
people.
to make me puke.
I feel like that's a good story for Raina though. She was like, one time I was talking about how much cum I like, and this guy threw up.
Puked
True.
on fucking command.
Yeah.
The sight, the thought of Raina and dudes and cum.
She's like, those pussies at Barstool.
That actually was the straightest thing you've ever done. Straight up.
Oh my
And
god.
not to bring it up again, but it's clearly the fear factor thing that you guys have talked about before.
The Fear Factor thing's gotten me many a time.
Yeah.
Why was-
And
can we just do something?
it was.
I
It
feel
was.
like
Crazy
How about
party.
back to regular cum?
Yeah, let's go back to regular.
Yeah.
cum.
All right, what
Where do you,
I just
you
threw
want,
mine
you
up.
want,
I like normal amounts of cum. I feel like most women will be able to relate to this. Like if you're with a guy that like, you let, maybe I'm just a psycho, but you let a guy you're dating, you let them come inside you.
Yeah.
And I feel like we've all had that moments where we go to the toilet and we're like, did he fake it? Like it doesn't come
There's
out,
nothing in
and
there.
we're like, what?
Yeah.
Where is it?
I had a little baby
But,
cummer for a long time.
Yeah, I was gonna say like if it's a little bit, is it? I feel like it can just get lost in there. No, does it
Isn't it
always
supposed
all
to?
come out? Well, like you know,
I feel
one
like it
is
usually.
supposed
I feel
to,
like there
but-
was just that situation. Like he didn't fake it. There was just not a lot.
You
Well,
just
that's
have a
what I
very
mean.
He was
attractive egg that
dehydrated.
you're
Because
trying to get
I've
to.
had
Yeah.
like fear on the other side where I was like,
Yeah.
I kind of know, you know, when you're like gonna unload one and when it's
Right.
like a.
Oh,
and I was-
really?
I don't
Yeah.
know personally,
Oh,
but yeah.
no, you
Does it
don't.
vary?
I feel like I know. Like I know if it's. I mean, it depends on.
How
Like
long
if,
it's
if,
been.
if it's
Oh,
like
it
the
varies.
how long
Oh,
it's been. If
it
you're having sex for the
varies.
third
It
time in a
varies.
night,
It's been a while.
it's
Uh-huh.
gonna be smoke. It's blah,
Okay.
blah, blah.
Well, the one guy I
Like,
dated was always like drip drops, like
Yeah,
nothing.
that's-
I would sit
to
in the
me,
toilet and I'd be
like,
like,
Humidity,
"Fine,
weather,
huh?"
pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah, on a hungover Sunday, by
atmosphere.
the time I'm fucking feeling better, I'm shooting blanks at that
Yeah,
point.
that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I've
It's
just,
like
I've just been laying
You
in
don't have
bed.
any fluid left. You're throwing up all over the place.
Yeah. I'd like to drop a PSA for summer.
Sure.
For the ladies, if any are watching, that cum does take a spray tan right off.
Really?
Oh, I
Eat
actually
straight
knew that.
through it?
Yeah.
I did know that.
So
funny.
I found out the hard way. It was Thanksgiving.
Your face was just splotchy.
It was on my leg. I was seeing this guy long distance, and he came to Thanksgiving with my family. We were in a hotel room, and once my cousin went to sleep, I jerked him off. We hadn't seen each other in a while, and I like went.
A
And
good old fucking
Good for him.
I gotta tell
a
you,
jerk job with the cousin
there's
the
no-
next
I
year.
don't jerk people off
few-
often enough.
There's few things sadder than like a silent hand job
I
in a
was thinking
Hampton
that.
Inn in Florida.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow, that was the bleakest quickest sentence ever spoken.
And the next day, all I brought to wear for the family vacation was shorts and dresses. And the next day, like I had
was just
this
like
big
a
splotch
tattoo.
on my leg, and like my brother kind of cornered me. He was like, "What's on your leg?" And I was like,
So
Cancer.
what he just like
I'm getting a
jerked
test.
him off like, and he just.
I don't remember.
Like,
The logistics were weird.
Yeah.
He definitely came too quickly, and I was like, "That's on my thigh." Okay. And then that's when I found it out, and I asked my spray tan woman at the salon. I was like, "Is this a thing, or am I like a crazy person?" She was like,
Yeah.
"No, girl." And you know,
So like water and other shit will
you
it can
can't
resist
get off
that.
with anything
Yeah,
else. Like
right,
if you've
right.
gotten a bad spray tan and you're splotchy, like nothing works.
Got it.
Except
Cum.
Okay.
So you got a
So-
bad spray tan, girl. Just
Yeah, like it gets like weird on your armpits sometimes, and your
The cum? You get
palms
cum
of
in
your
your
hands. No, the spray tan. Yeah, I would make somebody come on my armpits. Like on the palm of your hands when it gets really weird, you're like, oh yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
come on
right,
my
right.
hands.
It must be a solvent.
Just
Huh?
It must be a solvent.
Yeah.
Chemistry.
Sure, you're dropping science.
Wow.
That's how
Totally
it is.
But
is.
this all, we had the big debate because when Tom Segura went on Rogan, Tom Segura said this, and the internet really didn't react. He was like, "I come buckets every time." He said minimum.
I do
Well, he
love
said
him.
He
yeah.
said minimum 12 shots, 12 ropes, and he was like sometimes upwards of like 17.
What is that?
And he wasn't. He
That's a
was not,
freak
like,
show,
putting
dude.
on a-
and he's like just like
Thing.
big, like the
shots.
shot.
Do you know how many shots
Semi-automatic.
come out?
If I had
Say-
17, I'd know.
Yeah, if I don't know the number, but I would guess
That's like a
mine's
biblical
like
amount.
I'd say
Is that like
3 to
squirting
4.
for
Yeah.
guys?
4, and then
And I
like
just
had
a
the
lot.
4 to fit
but like
in.
to have
Yeah, if you hadn't said
think
4, I would
about
have left it in 3.
to 12, that's
I think it's 4. I think it's 4.
That's like
Is
30
that a real
seconds.
thing though? Can that
Yeah, that's
happen?
what I mean, it's a
Or
lot of
12, like,
That's like a once in a lifetime for the
Oh,
regular.
I've seen
Yeah.
videos of it.
We'll
Not
talk to
Tom's,
him in
but
Cancun.
other
We're
guys.
going to Cancun with Tom.
I mean, yeah, he was like, it's like Tommy Buckets. You guys can really enjoy like Cancun, go to fucking.
We'll talk to him about it.
I gotta tell you something.
Over some pina coladas.
I have
can
to
fill it
talk.
up.
I've talked to him about this. I love him. So the person I'm dating, he can like fuck like 4 times a day, and he comes a full load. And I feel like I invented a man. Like
How old is he?
King
he's
shit.
34.
Show off.
I've never met a man over the age of like 32 that can do that.
Like king shit.
That was subconscious.
Oh my god.
That's the worst part. You didn't make it better.
Four over like you said, a day, or like 4 in a night. You know, like
The first time we had
like
the
morning,
first-
noon, then you get together later at night. That's one thing.
We've
Is it
done
like
it 4 times in a night,
Yeah.
4 times in a day. But it's a very new relationship. That shit's not gonna last. He's gonna get it like once a day. You know, after that.
You know, he's bald, and bald guys have more testosterone or something. There's a thing about if you
Really?
have, yeah.
That's like
Well,
saying
like-
falling upstairs is good luck.
Yeah.
Just trying to make you feel better.
Right.
Yeah.
You're so manly, bro. Fuck you again.
That is so true.
No, it's real. Bald guys always are super like horned up. Like
Okay.
I used to fuck this bald guy.
Oh, wait, by the way, let me understand. Are we talking like he shaves his head because he's bald, or like we're talking George Costanza balding?
They're,
Like,
they've
He's
they've
fucking
lost
bald.
their hair, so they had to pick it.
Yeah.
It's
so they
what-
do take care of it though. You're not
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
the guy with the ring.
No.
Okay.
Like a Bernie Sanders.
That's what I mean. Like people,
Bernie
the people who
Sanders.
don't like you knew you were like I'm taking it down, right?
Right.
The people who let it just like be is weird to me.
I do
That's a
feel
terrible
for
idea.
guys like when they're in that, because not every guy's meant to be like a Vin Diesel. Like when they're in that
Yeah.
middle stage,
Yeah.
they're just like a guy that works like middle management at Salesforce. He's like, I'm
I
supposed
can't
to
just
bick
be
my
like,
head. Yeah.
That is
You guys all have like a good flow going. Good for you guys.
Thanks. Yep.
Not,
All
you,
day.
not
No,
you,
no, no,
but-
Let's keep it
Stop right there.
No, but that
Yeah,
works
great
for him.
flow with these.
Yeah, it works too. I love a bald guy. I love fucking bald guys.
Okay,
You're,
great.
you're fucking manly.
Yeah.
Bro. You got
Yeah.
testosterone.
I love
I feel
it.
like this middle ground that you're describing is me. I feel like
No,
no.
no. First of all,
Get a
you're
little
not.
bald up there.
You're
But, like-
you're through the like. You're in a good place.
You are.
You think so?
I'm not
Yeah.
even bullshitting.
Oh
Like-
no, you
like
don't need to worry, make any decisions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like what I'm talking about is when there's like still hair. If you were like trying to comb your hair and
Like
cover
strands.
spots,
Right.
that's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Okay.
Forward,
You're
yeah.
a realist.
4 guys with
Yeah.
good flow.
Which
on
we
this.
have to do.
That's it. It's just
love
4
it.
guys with great hair talking to
You
2
guys
pretty
look
girls.
great.
That's happening
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, all of you
Okay,
look
but
great.
wait. So where were we? So you're fucking the bald guy. What happened?
You'll get
Oh, you know what? I
Got
misspoke. I used to hook up with this bald guy, and we were making out like heavy, like he was really like into like sexual, like we were like, I don't know what to say. We had like jerked him off and stuff, but I was like wanted to fuck him, and then but I didn't want to date him.
Okay.
So one night I was like, he lived next door to me, so I was like, I'm gonna turn this into a booty call situation. So what I did,
Dangerous,
I
by
got
the
really
way.
drunk at the bar, and I put on lingerie and like a trench coat, and
Wow.
like went down there and like he was in the shower and I like sat on the counter. Like I was like, I am
Holy
so.
moly, you set up a fucking movie.
I know. I was wasted. And bottom line, we started hooking up, and I started to feel like something was like a little weird. And like again, I was like, my reflexes were slow. I was kind of drunk, and before I knew what had happened, he had like kind of rubbed his dick in between my butt cheeks and came on my back, and then told me he was a born again virgin. So it didn't work out with the booty call.
That accelerated so fast.
Yeah, I was wearing a trench coat, and then I was getting my butt titty fucked.
It was
Like,
wild because he was so sexual, but I was like, is this a thing? And I was a little bit younger. I was like 25, this is like last year or whatever, but like I was like, I never had a guy like, like titty fuck, but butt cheek
titty
fuck.
and butt cheeks, yeah.
And then come on my back, and then I was like, something is weird here, and I kept trying to get him to penetrate me, and that's when he was like, you know, it got weird, and then the next day I got a text of like,
I'm a born again.
I'm like, yeah.
Wow, that's a move.
But then he said, I still want to date.
Blocked.
Absolutely not
So
happening.
were you like laying down and he like gets on top of you and titty fucks your butt
Yeah,
cheeks?
there was one point where I was like kind of like standing. It was like how you do doggy style.
Right, but he just
Positions.
was doing cheeks.
Yeah, like I was like.
And were you kind of like, okay, like that's like,
Yes!
I'll put it in and it's
And then
I'm
my
more
spray tan was
curious,
gone.
how'd you react to the born again thing?
I luckily it was like over text. I was with a guy friend having lunch, and we like died laughing. And he
yeah,
was like,
I was
that's why
gonna
your
say. So you laughed in his
situation didn't work
face
out last
and
night.
never talked to him again.
I didn't laugh in his like. I was just like, I think we should probably just be friends.
Yeah, respect your wishes, but that's then we're
Yeah,
not gonna
but
be.
he was like a next door neighbor, so I just saw him all the time.
Oh my God, what a nightmare.
Yeah, you staying
That's what I was
strong.
gonna say. It's a very dangerous move to fuck your neighbor. It's
Yeah.
But sometimes you
It
don't
was-
have any other choices.
It was gonna be
No.
perfect.
You have to.
Yeah, Raina knows.
like sometimes you are physically incapable of saying no.
Brandon
It's
fucking
just-
Sometimes you have another option. Sometimes it's COVID and you haven't like seen another
Right.
dick. I mean,
Or
I've
sometimes
been
it's
sleeping
in
with my neighbor
Australia
way
when
before
it's
that.
Yeah,
hard.
Brandon fucked a homeless guy who lived on a roof for a while.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
wasn't
He was a
homeless. He
squatter.
lived in my building.
You're like, I always see him on the roof without shoes on. That's not homeless, bro.
I can't believe
Been stuck up there for 6 months.
this has been going on so long.
Yeah. Wasn't he Australian or something?
Oh, you have a good memory. Yeah, I never saw him with shoes on. I never had his phone number for the first year.
Legitimately,
You
that's
are
a fucking
describing
homeless
homeless
person. I was joking, but now you're a fucking homeless person.
This guy just doesn't have a phone. That person
I don't think he told us the phone number thing.
Guys,
Maybe we're
I
not
went to
joking.
his apartment. We've been sleeping together for a year and a half. I went to his apartment on Joe Biden Day. Well, I went there. I saw it. It exists.
That was just some dude he knew they were out of town.
There's a lot of surfboards.
He's like, all right, I know this family is going to the inauguration. Let's fucking sneak in.
Yeah, he weirdly wasn't in any of the pictures.
Right.
Totally. He's like, this family was super Democrat. They're in the park celebrating. I'm gonna go take over that apartment.
Wow.
No, I don't recommend it. I had to ghost him during COVID in my own building. It's really tough to ghost a person during a pandemic in your building.
That's
It's like, where are you gonna go?
Yeah.
You
She just
know?
told
You
him,
don't
she's
have
like,
a
I'm
home.
going to Pittsburgh, and then just never went.
Yeah, I told him I was going to my parents' house.
And
He's
then
like, how
did
is
you run
it?
into
And I
him?
was like,
Yeah.
it's great.
Wait, how long
yeah.
did that go on for? Because that's I would
6
love
days.
to be in 6 days.
Before he saw me in the building.
Oh, okay.
I started-
All right. I think
didn't
you're
get
gonna
it
say
all.
you. See, I would have never left. I was sitting there for months, been like, oh my god, I wish you were seeing the 3 bridges with me right now.
The Pirates game. I can't wait till the Pirates come back. I mean, so were you
Did
like,
you know this is where they shot Batman?
were you like, would you get out of your door and be like, checking the hallway, like fucking
Well, he lives in an.
looking around?
So the only way that I could promise myself, I know that he wasn't going to be in the elevator. He does live above me, so if the elevator was coming from a floor above me, I wouldn't get into it.
Oh my god. That's
Wow.
So if I called the elevator, I made sure it would
Elevator
just come
would've
to
been
mine,
tough.
and then the elevator's tough, and I still run into him, and I always overshare. Like I never
Well,
mean
no, like,
to, and I
yeah.
just start talking endlessly, and
Yeah.
it's so humiliating.
But she ran into him with her new guy.
Oh no.
Thank you.
He was wearing a
Good.
giant
Good.
hat
Rudy,
with a
you good?
feather in it.
I'm good, yeah.
Wait.
That was a giant feather.
The-
The
your
homeless
guy or the
homeless
homeless
man
guy?
leveled up
Wait.
with a feather in his cap?
Yeah, he's
Wait, we're still talking about the homeless guy?
yeah. So
Holy shit,
he lives in
okay.
my building. My new boyfriend met him.
Okay.
It was very uncomfortable. And I wasn't gonna
Super.
let him know that was the guy I fucked in the building because he was wearing like a neon green jacket with a dragon on the back of it. He had a huge hat with a feather hanging up out of it.
These are all things that he collected from like the
Mystery.
garbage.
This guy might not be a
Yeah,
homeless.
that's
This might be
true.
mystery.
He's a scavenger.
Well, actually, as we're talking
Sounds
more,
like a
this
Grand
dude's either
Theft Auto
homeless or like a billionaire.
Yeah.
You know, like
I was
he
gonna
is-
say pimp, maybe.
yeah, like something next
He
level.
definitely dumpster dives for his clothing or something.
yeah,
But
yeah.
It's like
I
the
wasn't gonna
Joker.
mention to my boyfriend that that's who I slept with because that's too embarrassing. But like he could tell from the interaction like that was the guy.
Oh, you
He
could
was
tell
like,
The
Raina?
energy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Strong.
And was he like, he's just cool with the fact that he's dating a girl who fucked a homeless guy?
Yeah, he just lets me be. You
He's
know?
he would be cool. He's cool like that.
Yeah. Just like whatever.
He fits in our life really
chill.
well. I can't date anybody that Ashley doesn't like. I mean, seriously, I can't. Like,
He's not threatening to me.
I mean, will you like run a guy by her? Like,
I mean, I think at this age, in all seriousness, like we should all be dating people that like our friends like, that fit in nicely with like your friends, your family, that like your friends can be like, I can see that. My friends don't be best friends with my partner, but like, yeah, I want to bring my boyfriend around my friends and have them be like, he's nice, bring him around. You know?
I like
most,
encouraged her to date him. Like, she was on the fence, like, and I just had like a good vibe. Like, I just was like, I think he's just a good guy. Like, I never met him. I never even talked to him, but I just like had a feeling that he was like
saw the way she was.
gonna be
like,
cool and just nice. And I was like, I think you should like give this guy a chance. She was like, I don't know. Like,
He lived in LA, and I was just like, I don't know. Like, what's the point of this?
Oh, we're doing long distance?
Yeah.
When you finally date someone who like you can have like we're at home and like she can just hang out with my parents and
so
like I
right.
can go do something else real quick.
Her and your mom
It's
do laundry
the
together.
most relief
Yeah.
of all time.
When you have to worry and
don't
like
have to
be
babysit.
with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like,
You don't have to hang around your girlfriend anymore.
like, I go watch the game with my dad. Her and my mom, my sisters can
Yeah.
do stuff like it's like
Yeah,
this
that
is
is a
this is
relief.
a lot fucking easier than every other relationship I've ever
Yeah,
been
and you're like, what are they gonna say? Like, do I have to babysit them?
Yes.
Like, what's gonna come out of their fucking mouths?
Right.
Like, that is
Do you need
terrifying.
anything? Are you comfortable? Are you
Oh,
okay?
yeah. Oh,
that's
yeah,
the worst,
yeah,
that's the
are you
worst.
dating somebody? Or do you have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Like a long term, right?
Yeah.
Like years.
Like what?
Like years.
Years,
It's like the
yeah.
last time we
Yeah.
met.
Living together, like, real girlfriend.
We really don't really know. It's been
Yeah, it's one of those, like, if you ask her, she'll say, like, 3 years. You ask him, he says, like, 18 months.
No, actually, it's like, it's between 3 and 5 years.
That's, yeah, okay.
That's like a sentencing in court.
yeah.
You get for, like, you know, petty theft. Like,
Like,
yeah,
that's why I said it like that. We had this guy at one of our Pittsburgh shows. We always like kind of crowd work with the couples, like the audience, but like the couples are so fun. And we had this guy, and Raina is always like, how long have you guys been together? She asked them that, and she was like, how long have you guys been together? And he said, 0 years. And we were like, you know they've been together 11 months? And he was just like, I'm not saying it.
I'm not rounding up. I'm not
We were
rounding
like, did he say?
0
Okay, I
That
respect
is
it.
awesome. Oh, that's awesome. That dude rocks.
He didn't lie. She was like, I ain't lying.
That was so funny, king shit. I have a question.
0 years.
Do you talk about your relationship, like, on the shows and stuff? Do you talk
Not
about her?
really.
Like,
I
what's
talk
your
about,
deal with her?
I talk about like our little interactions, but not like our relationship as a whole. Really.
Okay. Do you talk about people
No,
that
I'm
you're
done
dating?
now. I mean, I was so open, and it went so badly that I'm like, I'll be a man of mystery for the rest of my career.
Like if we're having like
Which
a
is hard,
fight
to
or
be
something, I was talking about like if there's a funny interaction, I'll say that.
Okay. So you acknowledge you have a girlfriend?
Yes,
Okay.
but it's not like in detail of
Okay.
our relationship.
Yeah, no, I feel like I'll never. It's hard too, because like everything else, I'm full open book,
Yeah.
and especially with the subject matter we talk about, it's like I would like to be open and honest and like tell the real stories. So now it's just, like if I want to say something, I say someone I dated before, or like make it sound like it's old or whatever. So I
Yeah.
can still bring up real stories. It just doesn't sound because I
Yeah.
just don't. If I'm dating someone, I don't want people to know. If I'm not dating someone, I don't want anybody to know anything either way. You know what I mean? But yeah, but I feel like we've had people here who have been like. People don't even know their real names, and then you have people who are like a totally open book. There's like 2 ways to go about
We
it.
don't talk about who we date by name, ever. I would have to be with somebody for a long ass time before I did that.
Yeah, and I mean, and also, I mean, we're a little different too, because through dating podcasts, like it would be harder for us to like be mom about who we're dating. Like,
Yeah.
I totally understand where you're coming from.
I also feel like for girls, using a guy's real name is, whether you're doing like podcasts or whatever, I feel like the nickname in the girls' world for the boyfriend is a whole thing. You know what I mean?
Oh,
It's
right,
like before
right,
you
right.
actually just call
What
them by their
nickname?
real name. Whatever your nickname
Like
is
baby,
for the
you
guy.
mean?
No. Like,
They have a name, like
yeah, what you put
Ball
them in the
guy.
phone
Oh, like
as
small
is-
comer.
Yeah, like small
tough,
one
dude.
cheeks guy, like
Benji.
whatever.
You
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
change that.
Hampton Inn, whatever.
Hampton
butt cheeks
Inn,
guy.
yeah.
And they're always funny, and that's why people like you want to
Fucking
keep
butt
calling
cheeks
that
is my
because it's like,
favorite
oh, that
thing.
funny
Yeah, that
nickname.
one's cool.
And we like that you call it titty fucking butt cheeks.
Yeah, me and Rocket had a
You
still
can't
in
like
my
if you say
phone.
fucking butt cheeks, you think.
Yeah.
Like, why'd you add cheeks? You're not gonna think about it.
TF'in TFBCs. Me and Rocket had like a TF in the BCs like movement on CCK for a while, where people would call and be like, "Yo, man, I titty fucked some butt cheeks this weekend," and we were like, "Yeah, how about it, man?"
Let me titty fuck those butt cheeks. That's quite
Great. It's like you know, it's a fun thing to do, but if you're an ass man instead of a titty guy, you can still titty fuck the butt cheeks, dude.
I feel like that
That's
guy
great.
probably like I'm like the one that got away because he was like she let me do it like twice. Like I feel like he's probably like
You went back to the well. You went
Okay. The first time we hooked up, he was putting it back there, but I was like, it's the first night we're hooking up, so I didn't
you were like,
expect to
no.
maybe not have sex, right?
Got
So
it.
when I
Yeah,
went
yeah,
back
yeah.
there to have actual sex, like then I realized things were off, and that's when I was like, I gotta go, and then got the text next morning. But yeah, he did get to do it twice.
You're there, you got like the napkins. You're like, can I, before I go upstairs, can you have some help real quick?
Can you rub that in for me? It's like sunscreen.
Oh my god.
We have our assistants do that for us now.
Yeah.
So, you know, we don't have to.
Ugh, but yeah, he's probably. wonder how he's
that is. How long did it take?
It didn't take that long. Like again, it was
I guess
like
if you're born again.
I
and
was
shit's
drinking
weird.
a lot more. Yeah, right. Like he's not doing a lot of stuff like that, but.
It was like backed up, ready to blast off.
But he
you
was
know?
super sexually charged. Like it almost made me feel like he
Yeah,
had.
he's born again. Yeah.
But no,
We call
he
that
used
a
to have
press.
sex. Like I feel like he had maybe like some sort of sex problem. Like I was getting weird vibes of like I had to quit sex, and then I was
That's
just
all.
like,
That's
I
gonna
feel
make it
like
so much
that's-
Your
worse.
fucking butt cheeks. Like, yeah.
Right?
You
got-
probably
you
had a
got
sex
problem,
problem at some point.
I mean, the same way that like.
You're like, I'm just sick of fucking holes.
I'm gonna fuck this cross now.
I just need a crevice. I just need. Open up, put it down. I'll fuck the back of your knee. I don't give
I'm
a
gonna
shit.
throw up like John if we talk about crevices. That's just a word that I don't fuck with.
Would you fuck somebody's knee, man? You could just pop it in there.
Sure.
Yeah, right? It's like,
You
whatever.
haven't fucked a couch cushion before?
Yeah, I'll fuck
That's
anything.
true. Have you fucked a couch cushion?
Yes, who hasn't fucked a couch?
I make jokes about
I
it.
haven't.
I don't think I've ever fucked a couch cushion.
Oh, I
haven't.
definitely have. You've been lying this whole time every time you make that joke?
I think it's a. I think it's a.
we've all humped a couch in some way.
I was gonna say, you guys
couch,
hump
but-
a cushion. We fucking
Yeah.
between
I
us.
know. I don't do that. I've never
No?
done. I'm super open about everything in the world. So like, I don't
Never
pee in
just
the shower.
wrote
I don't
a-
pee in the shower, and I've never humped a couch cushion.
don't
and
pee in
nobody
the
believes
shower?
me. I don't do it.
Oh, you are missing out
I
here.
pee
I
before the
know.
shower.
Fucking
Freeing.
miss.
Get
I
in
always
there.
say there's like two.
Bro,
I
I
don't
love
think
a
this is
good
original
piss
thought, but that
shampoo
meme,
in
it's
my
like there's two
hair.
types of people.
It's
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
Awesome.
It is awesome.
Pee in the
I
shower?
said I love a good piss while the shampoo, like the
Yeah.
You don't get to take a lot of hands on your head.
Well, because
piss.
Yeah.
there is some sort
I'm
of
gonna try that.
there is some sort of like good feeling when you pee. So
But
I feel
also,
like that's
I have to pee as
all
soon
good.
as I get in because
Water
the water
running, just
hits
like
you and you got
triggers
so
it.
it's I don't have time to get the shampoo going. Like I'm just streaming. Like, but maybe I'll try to hold it and do that. That sounds nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
That sounds
Little
really
shower
relaxing.
sound.
Yeah.
just streaming.
100%
Maybe
doing
I'll
it
start
when it's
peeing in the
coming
shower.
She said it like she's on
awesome.
Twitch. I'm just streaming. Yeah, that.
I do that in the
to
shower
me-
too.
Well, I want to poop before I shower, so I poop, I
Oh,
pee,
yeah.
and then I shower. So
Sure.
I'm not pooping in the shower. It's
No, I would hope not.
Yeah, still that's Sylvester Stallone.
Imagine that if you didn't pee in the shower, but you did shit in the shower.
The assistant cleans it up.
That was a rumor with, and it might be true. I don't know, but that was a rumor with Sylvester Stallone for a while.
That he shits in the shower?
That Sly Stallone, every time he left the hotel, he just shit in the shower before he left, and you leave it there.
Ew.
Leave it?
I've never heard this.
You never heard that?
And that is it?
Make sure I'm not making it up real quick.
Well, I'm sure whoever it's. I hope it is.
As long as it's a rumor, I'm good.
Yeah, that sounds.
And if
that's
not-
a horrible rumor.
That's
to
an
have.
album.
If it's not, we'll say
Also,
allegedly,
this is the
and that'll
most
be it.
alliterative Google search ever. Sylvester Stallone shower shit.
That's got to be like a Snopes, not real urban legend.
I don't know. It's like you don't hear that about a lot of people. So like I feel like
One of
it's
those, like,
probably
it's so-
true.
it's-
Well,
it's
A-list
too
celebrities
silly
are
to be-
so fucking weird.
Yeah, they
like,
really
there's
are.
so-
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. what like website is this?
Wikipedia?
Slidestormpoop.com.
The straight dope message board, obviously.
Super true.
Reddit.
A bastion of journalism.
I can see him doing it on some like alpha shit.
Yeah, like I leave. I mark my
right, to
territory
leave
or
it
whatever.
there is
Yeah.
crazy.
He just gets in there barefoot and mashes it down.
Too far. This
Now
you're
that's
not-
a
you're
weird-
not
I knew
going
I was
now.
going too far. Fuck you all.
From the guy that threw up.
I know. That's why he makes no sense. He makes no sense. He's an enigma.
Right, like how are you not throwing up on the bar when you talk
Because
about
it's
that?
like I can be gross. No one can be gross around me though.
Okay, it's weird.
Sylvester Stallone is reputed to crap in his hotel showers. I wonder if he did this before Rocky level success or the behavior increased or decreased.
No,
as he
that's
started.
once he got famous. or he's just a total. Like if you're a nobody and you shit in showers, you're just like mentally unstable.
Right.
Once you're Sly Stallone, it's like
a thing that famous people do.
yeah, it's almost like the Wet Bandits, and you know what I mean? Like I leave my mark. I shit in the shower.
Right. Yeah.
Like they
Being
would be
famous
like
does
happy about
excuse
it.
a lot
Like,
of psychotic behavior.
And just like a
Yeah.
weird, it's not a kink, but like some power thing. It's
Right.
just weird.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
I
they
make you
always
clean
say,
my
like,
shit, and you like it. You're like
get off on it in some
you go
weird
tell
way.
people I clean shit today.
That's like something like an orangutan would do. Like, that's really like honest to God, like animal shit.
It's some primal shit, man.
Yeah.
It's-
Okay, I
that's
have a
all.
question for you guys. What is like a weird thing you guys, the weirdest thing you've done in a hotel room? Like the
Ooh, that's a great
nastiest, kinkiest, craziest. You probably threw up on the floor.
You got your poop, your not a murder.
There you have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Okay, it was the Blackout tour. It was like 10 years ago, and
That was like our EDM.
Brittany?
No, so we hosted like a techno tour for a while.
Oh.
In like
Yeah.
the mid 2000s, it was like
The Barstool Blackout
we go to
tour
colleges
was
and we do a
crazy.
rave. It was like when Molly and EDM music was like peaking.
Okay.
So and these guys would set up a set and put on mascot costumes, stage dive, glow sticks.
There's a whole
shooting gun, like all sorts of shit. And then the college kids would do Molly and
That
fuck.
sounds fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
So he was on the road for forever.
I'm going
For
for
like
a
2
year
straight years. Yeah.
And I took this girl home. We were in D.C. I think the show was in Maryland, so we were in, I don't know, the DMV area. And took this girl home and back to the hotel. And we hooked up, and I woke up in the morning, and it was seriously straight out of Godfather shit. And I hadn't even seen The Godfather at this point. Where like I woke up and she like kind of rolled over and she was gone. And I kind of like start like looking at my hands, and they're kind of like bloody, and I was like, ugh. And I kind of like start lifting the sheets. I was like, ah! And it was blood just everywhere. She had her
like she
period,
got
snuck
murdered?
out in the
Like a
middle of the
murder
night.
scene.
Oh,
and
Oh,
then-
she left.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, she was gone.
Wait, no.
And then so we had luckily it was a two queen bed hotel room.
Oh, thank
so
God.
I showered. We went out. We had another show in town that night. So then I come home that night super drunk and fall asleep with a candy bar in the other bed. And I fell and it melted, and it just looked like shit in that bed. And so I had to leave notes on the hotel beds for the
2 arrows.
It was like I had 1 arrow on the shit bed, and I was like, this isn't poop, it's a chocolate bar. You can check the mini bar, it's missing. And then,
Check the
You were like,
receipt.
here's the evidence.
yeah. And then the other one, I was just like, I don't remember what that note said, but
Said not a murder.
I was like, not a
Said not a
murder.
poop,
Yeah.
not a murder.
Not poop.
Like that one is unfortunately blood, but I didn't murder anybody.
This one's exactly what you think it is. Well, not exactly. It's mostly uterine wall.
Dude, you can't be the puke guy and then be saying these things.
I can be gross if I want to.
Hypocrisy is astounding.
Goodness.
I can't believe we let you go first with the hotel story.
Right. I was
Why
just,
did you
I
get
have
the bar
nothing
now
like
it's
that.
like-
I have nothing like that.
One time
I like
jumped
jerking
on the
off in
bed.
hotels is the best. That's really all that it is.
I don't
Take
like
my
it.
time.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
You
fun
don't
time.
like it?
Turn the
that's
temperature
weird.
way
Jerking
down.
off in
Jerk
a-
off in the
in a
hotel.
Hotel, yeah, it's like foreign territory. I don't know.
But
You don't feel
turn-
comfortable.
Make it yours, brother.
Yeah.
What,
right.
you're like
Turn
shit
it-
brick. You can only jerk off in your own bed.
Fuck that couch. The
I
couch.
don't know. It's
Turn
like,
the AC
it's
way
like,
down.
I think about like
to the
because like
hotel,
every other
jerk off
Hop on the
person.
road, put on the slippers,
Yeah.
turn the AC down,
Fucking
make
jerk off,
make
man.
love
Yeah.
to myself. That's where it's like, because like I feel like when I'm in a hotel, it's like, you know, you're there for a reason that night or whatever, you know what I mean? And then you just have like hours beforehand. Can't do anything else because you're not at
somewhere
home, you're not at
else.
work, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm gonna watch everything on Pornhub, all of it. before
Yeah.
I finish. I'm gonna,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be on page like 57 before
That's
I'm done.
true.
I think that's why I can never live in a luxury apartment building, which is just
never
any
stop
building
jerking off?
whatsoever. Just because there's something like Pavlovian about a hotel door shutting, where you're like, oh boy, I gotta jerk off now. Yeah, like every time like that door shut,
like-
oh god, I gotta
I
go.
live in a house.
Yeah, you gotta slum it for the rest of your life, or you're just gonna be jerking off everywhere.
Do you have a story, Rena, you want to share?
No, I don't actually. I just do.
I already
I've,
told
I've,
mine.
I've had sex in hotels with like in like the same like sharing a wall with Ashley. Every time we check into a hotel, every time they're always like, "Do you guys want like rooms next to each other?" And I was like, "No, we don't need that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't need her to like hear me."
Do you
on-
guys
I
like
did
forgetting
that-
Sarah Marshall it? Like you're banging on the walls.
I did that one night in Australia, and I was like, "She's gonna hear me."
We weren't. Yep, we were.
Were you trying to one up each other?
I did not. No, I was alone. I didn't.
Well, still, you can.
She winged me. Listen, to be honest, the Love Is Blind season finale was on.
That
and-
gif is gonna be so funny. You sound like a Wookiee.
I don't think we had. I think there was a thicker like wall between us because when I walked into your room, the next
you were gonna
day
make
it
a
just
joke.
smelled so, like. I mean, it smelled like Badussi, I'm just gonna say it. But, like, it was, the bed was moved. I was like, oh, I like just come from brunch alone. I was like,
down,
oh, we gotta get out of here. And I just,
that guy like hit me in the face. It was crazy. Like in a nice way.
okay.
In a nice way.
Raina was
In a
like,
consensual
the next
way.
morning she was like, I fulfilled all my fantasies last night. He spit in my mouth. I was like, we are so different. And I was like, it was
That's what you
right,
guys were,
it was
right?
right before
Hey,
COVID.
Raina,
I
we
was like,
are
that
so
guy's
the
like patient
same.
zero.
Yeah.
Dap it up, dap it up.
Thank you. I was gonna tell my man to watch this, but now I'm not going to. No, Ashley was a great wingman that night. And that was like our last romp before COVID.
yeah.
We went to Brisbane, Australia to
Yeah,
play
that's
with
right.
koala bears. Ashley wanted to go to the zoo. This is the only reason why we went there.
2 days of koalas. Yeah.
You went all the way
We were
across
there
the
for shows.
fucking world to go to
Goddamn
the
zoo.
zoo.
No, we did shows. We did like Sydney and Melbourne. Like
No, I'm just a
toured.
really good friend.
But I like I travel for animals. I'll admit it.
Okay, just for future
I like
reference,
animal
they have
tourism.
koalas in closer places.
Not in the wild.
Yeah, but not like real ones.
Where? Say it. Where?
I thought you said zoo. So what?
Oh, no, we
why was it
hold
wild?
that.
or zoo?
I mean, it is a zoo.
We went to
but-
like a sanctuary.
Okay, Miami has it.
Koala,
Yep.
but like there's
But
one.
it's like a Miami koala.
No,
I'm kinda within,
They
like-
talk about on Tiger King.
I know, but I'm just saying that, like, I don't. First of all, I don't give a shit.
felt
But
different in
but
Australia.
if you were to
Okay.
like a Miami, a Tiger King koala ain't an Australian koala.
Nah, this was
Yeah.
the good guy though. Well, he was actually the
Still,
biggest
though.
scumbag.
They're all
of the bunch.
scumbags.
There is
Yeah.
something. There is something though. Like if you see a polar bear at like the Bronx Zoo,
It's like
it's
doesn't
like
count.
it's
Yeah.
like that's not.
It's
a
like
polar bear.
it's like paying for sex. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just like that doesn't count.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
And you look at the
this
polar
place
bear
we
and you're
went
like,
to.
oh.
They
Zoos
were-
are also
they were
the
everywhere.
saddest places.
They're
to
very
go.
sad.
It wasn't a zoo. It was a
Also,
sanctuary.
though, aren't koalas motherfuckers?
People say that, but I haven't had any bad
have
experiences. And
chlamydia.
I hung out with like a lot. I had 2
Yeah,
full
they do.
days of koalas.
Ashley's like, I've hung out with a lot of koalas. I follow a lot on Instagram.
Yeah,
and
apparently. I'm sorry. Okay.
One of the sanctuaries I went to, they were like in trouble recently. I was like, everyone donate. People were like, what is your all the things going on in America?
Say
I'm like, you guys.
was. Like, we gotta work on the humans here
Right.
before we worry about the chlamydia bears across the world. Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm
Sorry.
upset about the chlamydia.
It's like a thing. Like people do make like trips to Brisbane to go to this zoo to
That's
like
insane.
play
Sounds
with.
like zoo.
What is it? It's not
sanctuary.
really a
It's a sanctuary.
sanctuary. It's like a. You can play with kangaroos
Wildlife
there.
refuge.
Yeah, it's a wild. It's
Did you
more
see
than like
any
a
of those
sanctuary.
kangaroos that are fucking
No,
jacked?
but are you weirdly turned on by them?
No,
Claudia? Oh, okay,
but-
not
but
you.
go on.
But like the one there was one that died. I forget his name, but he was the main one that was so jacked.
Yeah.
Bruce.
Yeah.
It's
Is that really
crazy.
his name?
His name's Bruce.
I think
Sounds
it was
like it would be
Bruce.
Bruce.
They look
can't
human.
tell if
I can't
They're
tell
like
either.
super
No, his
jacked.
name's Bruce.
I still can't tell.
His name's actually Bruce. I swear to God.
Bruce the kangaroo.
Yeah.
That's a great kangaroo name.
Yeah.
I like when they
it?
name animals just like regular names. Like
Yeah, Phil.
this is- yeah,
Have you ever
Phil
seen
and Tiger.
kangaroos fight?
Oh yeah, they fuck each other up.
It's wild to watch them fight.
And don't they kind of like
No, they prop
kick with
themselves
their
up
feet
on
with
their tail,
right?
and they
I was gonna
kick.
say that, but I thought I was.
And they're like
then,
6'4".
No,
Yeah,
they're
and
huge.
if you're a human, I think kangaroos are meant to take it. If you're a human, like it'll just disembowel you.
Yeah, they'll rip you
Like
up.
they'll just
Oh,
like they'll
there's
just
an
open
ongoing
you
They
up.
only-
debate
well,
that
so
people
Rand and I
think
went
that
to
they
a.
could take
They
it.
had these
No
kangaroos there,
shot.
but only like smaller males and females because the
They were
big
small.
males are like, they're kind of aggressive and they're
Yeah,
a
they'll
little
destroy
scary.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, they
'Cause
were
they're-
little.
That's the thing. Those are like wild animals. They're not
Yeah.
like zoo. Like you were saying, like zoo animals are kind of like
Yeah.
docile, frank zoo animals.
They're
These
dead
ones
inside.
were
They're like,
dead.
they're like
Yeah.
every day they woke up. There's like I fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope
I
a
hate
kid
it
falls
here.
in here. So
Just a little
my
kid
son
apart, yeah.
shoots me. I'm trying to commit suicide by cop today.
Yo, it's so crazy that Harambe didn't fucking kill that kid, man.
Yeah.
That kid survives 999 times out of 1,000. That kid is fucking dead. Cannot believe
What
it.
exactly
Forget
was?
the story. What was
Yeah, what exactly
fell- he
happened?
just
He
fucking-
fell in, and
yeah.
didn't he drag him away?
Yeah, he dragged him a little bit, but then he kind of just like stood over him and then pow, got him. I woke up. I was up really early because right when that happened was when my kid was like first born. So I was up at like the crack of dawn when that happened, and I think I was like the first person in the world to see that. I was like, what the fuck?
And the kid was okay. Like I'm
Yeah,
kind
and
of
then
kidding.
it was. I think it was. I don't know actually if it was like roughed up or injured at all.
That just, like,
But like,
he got so many votes as a write-in in the 2016 election.
yeah.
The kid or the one
He
guy?
got a lot, yeah.
The
He
kid
got a
or
lot.
Harambe.
The kid, no, so many people wrote in Harambe.
Yeah,
I'm like, fuck
yeah.
you, all of you.
Yeah, that was.
Was that bit worth it? Nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoops.
Yeah.
I was gonna segue earlier talking about jerking off, but then we got off on fucking.
You want to go back to it?
Yeah, because I want to talk about Jeffrey Toobin, who is my Jeffrey Toobin, you know him, the CNN
right.
masturbator.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
I
about?
know who
So
that is.
like,
You're gonna know.
yeah, 6 whatever months ago in the middle of
You're finna find
COVID,
out.
he was he's like this. He's on CNN as a legal analyst, and he worked for the New Yorker, and he got caught jerking off on a Zoom call. Still nothing.
what?
So
I
he-
just watched the clip earlier where they like
Damn.
made him.
So
Yeah,
so
we're,
yeah, so
we're
this was
really
like
breaking this news to Rudy right now.
yes, I love
He's like,
it.
can
I'm
you,
so happy.
this is a huge story.
He was
6
on like
months
a
ago.
35-person Zoom call. Clearly thought his camera was off. They were taking a break or something. They're like, all right, let's reconvene in like 15 minutes. He thought he turned his camera off, and he didn't, and he just started blasting off. So he gets fired from the New Yorker,
And you can just see like below desk, like him just.
I would bet you couldn't.
I don't.
I mean, unless
but
you're standing up.
I
like,
thought there was some sort of footage.
But if
of-
you're right
Regardless,
here,
people-
like you
regard-
can
doesn't
see
matter.
a like.
Regardless,
hand
people
coming
knew,
up. And you
obviously.
know what's going
What?
on.
People could tell.
Yeah,
I think
100%.
Jeffrey
Very
Toobin.
obvious.
Jeffrey Toobin's been in the game for a while. I feel like he's got more of an executive desk. Like
I mean,
a-
you could see it on
like a
his
rich-
face,
call.
right?
Yeah.
He's not like
you
he's
can
not
see
like
it on his feet.
So this guy's a
face,
scholar?
You can't see his dick.
he's not like
lawyer,
poker
like
face
he's like a
jerking
top
off
lead
though. He
man
doesn't think he's
at
on
CNN.
screen.
He's like that dude. So he gets fired from them, and CNN suspended him for like 7 months. This was his first day back, like yesterday, and they bring him back on, and they make him. This fucking bitch is like. Let me, for like the audience who doesn't know, let me explain everything.
It was so uncomfortable.
Dude, it
Relives
was
the whole
wild.
thing, and she's like, did I get it all? And he's like, yeah, that about sums it up. And then she goes like, so I guess we'll start with this then. To quote Jay Leno, what the hell were you thinking? And he's like, well, I wasn't thinking that much. And then he goes on and on being like, it's in defense. He was funny. He was like, I just want to like, just make one point. I thought the camera was off. And that's not a defense. Because what I did is
It's a strong
indefensible.
defense.
Strong.
He's like, but I know it's indefensible, but like, I think that is part of the story. I'm like, you're fucking goddamn
And
right.
also,
it is.
he
You
was
thought the
jerking off
camera
on a
was
different
off.
computer, right? Like he turned.
Yeah,
like,
he turned,
He had
yeah.
like multiple computers, so like he turned and was like, all right,
This is my
here's
Pornhub
fucking
computer.
Porn computer.
Thought it was off, and he goes on about himself being like, this is unforgivable, indefensible, moronic, like killing himself. And then he was like, he said, how did he finish it off? It was just like. It was just, he just had to relive the whole
Like,
fucking
folly, yeah.
thing.
Didn't he end up saying he like donated to charity?
Oh,
or
and that was it.
something?
Yeah, he goes, I've been, for the last few
What
months,
was
I've been
the
trying
charity?
to become a better person. I've been donating to charity.
Bro,
I,
you're not
when
a
I
bad
worked,
person 'cause you
I
fucking-
worked at the food bank, and I'm trying to become a person that people can trust again. It's like, bro, you just jerked
Look,
off.
it's like it's one
That's
thing if he
it.
was like in front of the camera,
Yes.
everyone watch this.
Yeah.
Like,
just helicopter it around. Like, look
it
at
was
this
a
guy. It's
fucking
like,
accident.
yeah,
Like,
it was just
I
when-
can't believe that only happened once in
Right,
in
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Everybody, like,
Everyone's,
forget
like,
about,
trying to do-
forget about old people. Like everybody was like, am I muted? Am I not? Am I on? Am I
Well,
not?
I
he just
would've
happened to be jerking
died.
off at work, which is a little questionable.
I would
whatever.
die to be in the HR conversation where they talk about how long they're going to suspend him. Like
Mm-hmm.
7 months. Like, what is the crime?
Well, they
like,
probably have to look at
and
other people
punishment?
suspended. You know what I mean? This guy said a racial slur on air. This
He got
person
4
touched
months?
he
Yeah.
touched an intern. This person, we'll put you at 7 months.
7 months. That's so funny. Everybody's just like, everybody in there's like, I jerk off. Like, what does that
Yeah.
mean? You know?
I'm surprised if I was him. Rudy.
I have a question.
Yes, raise your hand.
So was the Zoom call on air? Why?
No,
would
no,
it-
no. This was
No.
a private,
It was
like.
just a
So then
I
why?
actually, I want to say they were doing a table read or something like that.
He thought he had like
no,
a
it was,
break
it was
to
like a
not-
mock election.
That's what it
So
was.
then
It's
who-
a mock fucking election.
Yeah.
Who's
Who
the
is this
person?
hurting?
So they snitched. So there was like a snitch who was like, so it was the New Yorker, but it was also some like external people, and I think there was just chatter. I think somebody did like film it, and like there wasn't like video of him jerking off, but there was a video of like the scene. So somebody snitched on him, which is fucked. Cause in that moment when you'd be like, oh my god, it's so embarrassing, and even if you were like offended or whatever, you'd be like, I'm not
To
gonna
be fair
bury
though,
this
everybody
dude.
would talk shit on you about it and laugh about it. Would get around.
Sure,
I don't know if
but
like
to
went
be like,
to
we're
You
gonna
send
report it.
you send an apology to everybody, and then you're like,
Yeah.
my bad, and then.
And-
What would you say as the apology?
Sorry,
I'm sorry,
I
I
I'd be like,
jerked
jerked
I'd be like,
off.
I mean,
off.
like
I'd be
again,
like,
the
fuck,
whole
I thought
point
the
was
camera
like,
was off.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
thought my camera was off.
yeah, like,
Right.
She goes, what the hell were you thinking? Like, I'm thinking,
I was
this
horny.
is boring. This work thing is boring. I'm horny, and I thought my camera was off. That's what I was thinking.
Well, so
Those are-
okay, I need to say something. We live in a world you cannot compare like men and women because it's just not everything is not comparable across the board.
We're just better.
However, it's usually the opposite, but in this case, I feel like if a woman did that, she'd be an icon.
Absolutely,
Right? Like, I feel like
Promote
that's
it.
how I should maybe do that, to like get a little publicity.
That's you could be Kim K after that shit. Like, take off to the fucking moon. Oh, that's the girl with the sex tape? Oh, that's the girl who masturbated on Zoom. Let's go.
That's the girl who's
But I'm the only
she's in a meeting
person
with
that-
12 men and she's showing off her femininity.
I'm the only person that would know about it. Like, it's just me and
I
her.
started
like,
right now,
The
like,
assistant.
I'm gonna start right now.
The assistant leaked it.
That's why we had you
that's
on.
exactly
They lined it up with the TF'in story. Got masturbated.
That's crazy. I can't believe I missed
Friday
that.
night pints.
I know you guys have a vibrator around here somewhere. I'm not a
Yeah,
manual.
we actually do.
Yeah.
It's floating around.
Ashley's gonna go to like the bathroom real quick and end up fucking what's his name? The Jinx.
Robert Durst.
Robert Durst.
With a line like masturbating in there.
What do you think I'm gonna do? Masturbate, obviously.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
I saw it.
Okay,
And
I mean, what? Now's your moment, girls.
I can't believe I never heard about that.
Yeah, it was a big one. Jeffrey
I didn't know it
Tubin.
until he told me about it.
And of all people, so he wrote a book about OJ, like
That's
just
right.
like crushing him. Yeah, I think he wrote like the book on OJ. And so when this all went down, OJ made one of his like funny, wacky, zany murder Twitter videos,
Those are
and he
fun.
was like, "Ooh, Jeffrey Tubin.
Oh my God.
Tubin, you shouldn't have been doing that, Tubin."
He is. What is he in prison?
that would make
I
my
get so
blood
confused.
boil.
Oh,
He is
he's fucking
in Florida
golfing,
and on
baby.
Twitter.
He's
It's
on a
crazy.
golf course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
OJ Twitter, you don't know about
OJ
this?
Simpson is extremely online.
Like
Yeah.
has
I did see him.
Very
I saw
active.
him get
How many
vaccinated.
followers
And
do you think he
everything
has?
has like this
I bet he
air
doesn't
of
have that
like
many.
every
I think
video
he'll feel weird
he
about
has
following
this
him.
like
I want to say.
No, I bet you it's
undertone
like
of like I
30,000.
got away with
Oh, no,
murder.
no,
I
no,
did,
no, no.
yeah.
I would
Like
say.
he
I bet
says
it's
it
like
like
600,000. That would
no
be
matter
my
what he's
guess.
talking
Yeah.
about,
I
he
thought
says
I
it in a
think
way
it's
where
gonna
like
Oh, I thought you were thinking of the million.
I'm like
It's
living
in the
I'm
couple
living
hundred.
like a life
Really?
that is like a gift.
It's his whole energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I also grab a beer when you're done, please?
Yes.
There was a picture or video of him getting vaccinated. The meme was like, I just want to have as much fun as OJ does doing anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Every one of his video, he's such an asshole because he's like, look at me, I'm making a video about like
Yeah.
fantasy
Anyone on
football.
TikTok?
Who knows they're supposed to be in jail for the rest of their life?
Oh,
Yeah.
Once you're out, every day is the best day ever.
True.
Right.
Like, if you want to have as much fun as O.J. Simpson has, kill someone and get away with it.
Yeah.
And then every day is just a fucking
Good advice.
blessing.
Yeah.
How many Twitter followers do you think OJ has?
Oh my god.
no
Million?
Okay, I'm gonna get.
900,000. It's a lot of
It
fucking
is. To
followers for
follow-
a murderer.
Right.
Yeah.
And people, imagine like favoriting an
Publicly
OJ
doing
tweet,
it, right?
like
That's the
retweeting
thing.
an
You're right.
OJ
Because
tweet.
why would I
like-
Do you
publicly
follow OJ
him?
though?
No,
I gotta
because
find him now.
because I think I did
wouldn't.
when he like popped
Find his
off.
Twitter?
It was
No, I
like
wouldn't
OJ's on
follow
Twitter.
him.
I wouldn't follow
No,
him.
I
Absolutely
think I
not.
followed him at first because it was like a frenzy, and then I was like, wait a second, he's a murderer.
Well,
Like,
we have such a
unfollow.
weird murder culture. Like,
I follow.
what's the? They're like, do we need another Ted
do.
Bundy documentary? Like,
Those
we need
videos
to
are
stop.
ridiculous.
Like murder porn.
Yeah, there definitely is an aspect to the culture
We
of
got an
that.
OJ fan here.
No, I'm not an OJ
These are
fan.
fucking funny videos.
Am I the only
man.
one who follows OJ on Twitter?
You don't follow him?
No, why would I follow OJ on Twitter?
Because
I
his
would
videos are
publicly do
ridiculous.
it.
Crazy that.
It's it's like I mean, there's a lot of bad people that get followed on Twitter.
I don't follow him.
no
I
doubt,
follow him
but-
because I didn't appreciate his football.
Do I have to
career. thought it could've been
unfollow
better.
OJ on Twitter?
Maybe you can still do the Finsta. Follow him for that.
You just have one.
Those
follow.
videos. I'm not like an OJ. I'm not like these videos are so
But
good.
that yeah, you,
Yikes.
if
It's
you're
like
not
these
interacting with them, you know, right?
We DM all the time, but other than that,
Oh my god. Okay, did you guys know that we have the same birthday and it's a murderer's birthday?
What does that mean?
So July 9th, there's all these murders, and it's
Really?
OJ. It's me, and then it's OJ,
Joe.
Stephen Avery, Jodi Arias, then there's like one other one.
Jodi Arias. Is that the woman who killed someone and on her way, she didn't get sentenced to like life even, I don't think, but on her way out of jail in handcuffs, she was demanding the death penalty. Like it was,
I don't
I feel like
know.
she only went to jail for like 10 years.
She was like, "Give it to
on the way
me."
out, she's like, just fucking give me the death penalty.
Oh, and Amanda Knox. So it's
holy shit.
Wow.
Jodi,
Is that the Italian
Stephen Avery,
one?
OJ, Jodi
But
Arias,
she-
and
she-
Amanda
she was
Knox.
not a murderer.
And me.
No, I
It's
remember. Yeah,
crazy.
she wasn't.
She
was.
How
she
is
was
that
like
possible that
she
that
was
many,
like fucking
famous murderers were
Right.
birthday?
That was.
That is one of the weirder facts I've
Yeah, that
ever
is
heard in my life.
Because I remember
bizarre.
coming down
You
like during
forget
the
about masturbating on camera. You should be a murderer.
I'm gonna
In
stay
the
away
true crime
from-
vibe,
Well, murder
like
the
you
game,
will
you know?
be. If you were, we just need to start a rumor that you're a murderer, or you could do it for real. But you would get so
do it
many
for the podcast,
followers if it was like,
yeah.
yo, you know that girl? It's like she's a stand-up comic, she has the podcast, but I think she also murdered.
I'm
the
trying
guy.
to have a scandal. Like I feel like that's how
You
we
could do
a
promising young woman type shit. Let's
So-
say that. Let's find
she
sex
got-
offender who got murdered and like pin it on
Put
you.
it on me. I
Yeah.
love that. First of all,
You're a hero.
that movie, like, I wish she would have, I wish it would have been darker. Like,
That movie must have been like,
thought she was
yes,
gonna murder
queen,
them.
No,
slice,
we were sort of
literally
like,
for you guys.
well, first
No?
of all, I on like a granular level, I wouldn't put myself in those situations with a person who would have raped me, like statutorily raped me. Like I wouldn't have done it, and she just like walks out.
Wait a
like
minute, are you
nothing
victim shaming?
happened.
Oh, you're saying.
I think it's.
You wouldn't do the murder.
she put herself at
I think
risk.
she put herself in like a lot
Yes.
of risk, and
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I don't know that that's
You
like
don't know
a
that every
zero
guy, like that McLovin, like he could
He
have
could.
turned on.
Well, that's what I mean. Spoiler
Yeah.
alert, but
But
like
when she first walked away from the first time she did it,
she
with
murdered the
Seth from
first guy, right?
No, she doesn't murder anybody.
I thought
the
she
first guy she
did.
did murder
Adam
because of like
Brody.
the
No, right? Adam
the
Brody.
the like they do the thing
No.
with ketchup that makes it
No,
look like blood.
I thought it was
No, it's
blood.
a donut. She's eating a donut.
And I thought
Right,
she
but-
was murdering these
Because
guys.
I thought she goes home and she marks that one off as like red. There's like two colors. I thought there was like these are the ones that
she
kill,
doesn't
these are the ones
She
that
was
let
walking
go.
home with a donut, and that was just like jelly
Right, but
glaze.
I mean they make
no,
it.
she doesn't
It's
murder
like
anyone.
But I thought she was murdering them, and I was like,
I
I'm
think
into
that
this.
guy gets murdered.
No, she doesn't murder them.
What are you guys talking
Yeah, I
about?
have no idea what you guys
Promising Young Woman. It's a movie. This girl
Oh.
goes around.
I thought you were talking about a
and
real
finds
movie.
I thought you were talking
scumbags.
about a real thing that happened.
No, no, no.
Yeah.
She finds like scummy like date rape kind of guys, and
Okay.
she pretends to be drunk. They take him
Oh, I've
home, and then
heard of
she
Who do you
like
think gets murdered?
the very first guy, Adam Brody.
No, she doesn't murder.
Because
I don't think so
so
either.
why does she have different colors for her book?
There was different colors.
I don't. I
It's like
think
when
that
she
you're
goes,
thinking about it
she
too
marks
deeply.
off, and it's like I thought it was like red is when I murder them and blue is when I let them
Wait,
go.
are we wrong? I would love if that was the case.
I think I don't know.
I-
that was how I interpreted it because
I
they do
didn't
the thing
notice
with the
that.
blood,
I
and
noticed
then
the jelly donut.
But it's not. It's not blood. It's jelly donut.
because they show every other situation where she like lets them go. Like there's no resolution to that one.
I think it
right?
would be
She
clear
just
that
kinda,
she
like-
murdered somebody.
I
Like
know, I don't think they'd leave us in the dark.
Yeah.
I think that they didn't want you to be like, well, you still can't go murder people. So I
Yeah,
didn't think they
we're
want
not
to show it.
condoning
Maybe I'm
murder,
wrong.
but like, there's movies that you can watch and enjoy that you don't condone the actions of it. Like people were saying it was like Kill Bill, and I was like, I mean,
I don't think you've ever seen Kill Bill.
This is I haven't seen either. Is this a movie?
Yeah,
it's
so
a
it's
good
this
movie.
vigilante justice. Basically, her friend was raped, and
Right, and then she
killed
tracks
herself.
down- she tracks
and so
down-
by like a bunch of drunk guys, she was raped. And so the thing is, she's gonna have this like vigilante justice where she like goes after all these guys that like take
Right.
drunk girls home from bars.
Right.
But all she does is go home with them and like
scare
scares
them.
them and leaves.
Right.
And it's like. It's like a bad thing to
She's
promote
like-
because we're not gonna. Some people would hold you down and rape you in that situation, so like it scares
But it's a
me.
movie. It's not real.
I know.
Right.
But I think about these things on a granular
it's not
level.
real, but that's why I can say like I wish she would have killed him. I don't really in real life want anybody to get killed. But I kind of thought I thought she was, and I was like, ooh.
Right. We
settle
want to
in.
talk. If you want to go
I
that
was
same
also
route,
disappointed
And then the
when people were
McLovin,
living.
I was like, oh,
you could be like,
do something bad to him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's
she
like,
likes
well,
that.
what if you did rape me? And he's like, well, I didn't. Like, you shouldn't rape me. Well, I didn't rape anybody.
Yeah.
And then
you
she
kinda just woke up in
died.
the middle of it.
And then and then
Whoa,
she.
spoilies!
Oh,
I never heard someone say spoilies. Spoilies.
It's pretty late. Come on.
Yeah,
That was a
yeah.
crazy.
it's on Delta now. It's on,
Yeah.
it's on the flight.
That's a good rule. If it's on the
That
plane,
is a
you
good-
can-
Also,
That is a
it
good
doesn't
rule.
ruin anything. It's fine.
That is a
Don't
good
worry
rule.
about it.
That is a good rule. If it's on a flight, you can't do spoilers.
Get the fuck out
Those
of here,
don't
right?
count.
I honestly think flights get movies before, like, on demand.
Oh, really?
In,
Like
in regular
exclusives?
times, absolutely.
Yeah,
I don't
like
know about
exclusive type
nowadays,
shit?
but like
Now-
pre-COVID, for sure.
Yeah,
flights
I
were
feel like
getting
they've been
movies
not
before
great lately.
on demand was.
I'm just like watching like.
Are
TV.
you back like traveling and are you guys back on the road on the stage?
Kind of. Like we went to Florida.
Here's what you do:
We're
murder
doing-
people in every city you go to.
Oh my God.
You know, like-
So Philly, watch out,
Do you?
July.
We'll get to your dates in a second. Do you think you could murder someone and get away with it?
I couldn't murder somebody.
No.
I mean,
Pussy.
to
Do you
defend
think you could murder
myself,
someone?
if I was getting attacked, maybe. But like,
You couldn't promise a young woman somebody. If I told you like this guy like raped a child, like so your mental would be fine. Like you wouldn't be like like
something like that.
Like,
Yeah.
could I devise a plan?
Like
to
could
murder
you
somebody going
promising
with it?
young women people? Could you like and then like do you think you'd be smart enough to get away with it? No
Yeah.
DNA, no trace, no nothing.
I don't think I could. Like, I would be too stressed, like looking over my shoulder. I don't like
Yeah.
having like any sort of anxiety
fair.
like that.
Me neither.
But however,
But again, what if it was like so justified?
if it was self-defense, I think I actually could. Like, but I just don't think I could like.
What about more of like the
live with it.
logistical? Do you think you're smart enough and like would check all the boxes to
Yeah,
get
that's
away
a
with
hard
it?
one to pull
I
off.
feel like with
Because nowadays
DNA,
it's so
like
hard. Man.
hard.
Back in the day, you could fucking walk up
In
to
the
someone,
80s,
shoot him in the
yeah.
face, walk away, and then be like, "It's your word against mine."
True.
Did you see Chris Stefano had that mafia guy on his podcast?
Yes, I've talked to that guy
and
before too.
The guy goes, "It's not that hard. you'd be surprised. It's really not that hard to kill somebody. And Chris goes, I think I'd have a problem with it. It's so funny. The guy's like, you'd be surprised. It's so easy. And Chris was like, I actually feel like
I disagree respectfully.
I mean, that guy's the expert, so who am I to right? Like,
Do you know what that guy's
we're
doing?
like, let's listen to the experts, right?
But he's a professional, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like I'm gonna listen to him. I imagine it's pretty. I've always thought like in TV shows, maybe it was like you don't understand how hard it is to strangle a person to death. Like they really try to fight back. I'm like, yeah, I fucking bet they do.
Yeah, it's like, no, I fully understand that. That's not one that escapes me. That seems really fucking brutal. That guy, John Altisi's selling autographed Louisville Sluggers to raise money for like a good cause.
Why? Because
But
he's like out of the game now?
Yes, he's a motivational speaker now, and he's like talking about how you shouldn't get into gangs and mafia and the bad life.
Get
and,
the fuck out
and
of here.
he's raising money for a good cause, but it's like, I'm signing Louisville Sluggers because I used to beat people to death with them. Chris was talking about that
You know
on
what?
the podcast. I thought that part was a bit. Because I have talked to the same guy, and he actually, I swear to God, it's so weird. He's a really like pleasant conversation.
I
It's
watched
so
their podcast.
wild.
I thought it was. I was enjoying it.
Yeah,
it was
he's like
incredible.
he's like a little mafia guy. He's got the accent. He's just like, I'm telling you, it's not a good life, and I gotta teach these kids. And and I was like, it's also weird to ask the questions. Like I was kind of like, can I ask you like like how you did it and like all these things. And I'm like, when you're interviewing someone and it's like you're asking. Normally you're on eggshells. Like, can I ask about your ex, or can I ask like? This was like,
You
so
guys
did
feel like
you
that with
did you
us?
have did you have a way that you like to kill? Like,
Oh, God,
like
yeah.
weird
I
shit
would
like
be
that.
like so.
And he was an open book. And when I answered them all, I was like, this is the scariest thing I've ever done in my life.
What was the most favorite way to kill?
I actually didn't ask them. That was the one where I was like, I might look like an asshole asking him this.
So you can just like talk openly about killing people and just
He did his time. He did his time.
Okay.
That's what's weird. He I understand he snitched and gave info and shit, but I always thought that was like, okay, you can avoid your sentence for like other shit. When you've murdered, admittedly, like dozens of people, you can
And I
get
also
time
thought you
off
weren't-
for that. Like,
And you're going on podcasts. You're like, you guys, it was crazy.
yeah.
I thought you weren't allowed to profit off like convicted crimes.
I think he's donating it.
Oh, he's donating it all?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's like a loophole. Also, like he helped like
To
put John
where?
Gotti
Where
away
is
or
he
something.
donating?
Yeah,
So, like,
and he
he's
does
like-
all these Netflix, like he's in on these mafia documentaries because he's like a first-hand account. It's interesting shit,
Yeah.
but
I'm
it's
just
also like,
I mean,
surprised
that's
the
like
mafia doesn't
Pablo's
come after
brother.
you.
What?
Pablo's brother does like tours
does
of
he?
his house.
Yeah.
Like, Wonton went there and did it with him.
Jeez.
Yeah.
But doesn't the mafia come after you? Like that was what I.
There's no mafia anymore.
Anymore.
It's like
from
dead
since
now.
Giuliani. I'm just kidding.
People are probably like,
You're
yeah.
100% right.
Am I right?
Yo, what's so weird?
I hate to give Mike
watch,
credit.
I know. Watch the documentary. I think it's called Fear City.
I
But
watched it.
Giuliani was like this.
Yeah, he invented
fucking,
the RICO thing.
Yeah, he like was this brilliant legal mind that like stopped the mafia, like single-handedly almost, and now it's like this fucking.
He's got hair dye running down
Yeah.
his face.
It is like, I mean, what a like fall from grace
Yeah.
of like having a legacy.
Like
that
no matter
just-
where you fall politically, it's like being like this errand boy who like carries somebody's water
Well,
like
the
that,
Four
like being such a chump.
Seasons, I
Yeah,
mean,
like it was
like-
just such a bad look. His spray
Yeah.
tan was running like the cum. It was just.
We gotta go. We gotta go
disgusting.
there when we go to Philly. We gotta stop by.
Oh my God, please can we? I'm so glad you thought of that.
What's the sex shop next door to it?
Oh.
Right.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the first stop.
Dude,
Let's
that
go
was
to-
Perfect. We're
I
ready to
remember
go to
when,
the
like-
sex shop after. Oh yeah.
I remember
We'll do a meet and greet.
when Giuliani's place got raided, and there was like one of those like fake news stories, and it was like it happened the other day with talking about Danny Ainge like likes to kiss Lucky on the mouth before games for good luck, and it was a clip, and it was just a screenshot like, oh my God, I can't believe they found this in Rudy's apartment, and there's like a list of the things they found in Giuliani's apartment, and one of them was a receipt from that sex shop, and I thought for a second I was like oh my God, like it's that could be real, and I thought
Was it
about I was
confirmed not
like,
real?
I didn't research it.
I was
like,
gonna
that's
say, that
probably
one?
not real.
That one I don't know about.
Rudy just fucks up a press conference place and like, well, at least it's a fucking go buy some dildos
Right over here. I might as well
Rudy,
get something out of
Rudy
this
went
trip.
in there and bought one of those fucking masks you strap to your face with a dildo on it.
One of the zippers that just opens up for your mouth.
I hate that guy's name is Rudy. I hate it.
I that's it right now. You shouldn't even said that.
I hate
Rudy's
that.
a really like a pretty rare name.
Well,
right?
and you're a good-looking guy. I know another really good-looking Rudy. Like, I feel like we know another. Like, I feel like
A hot. We know
Yeah.
Rudy
He
Giuliani.
used
We
to be
know
hot.
Rudy
He used to
Giuliani's
be-
nephew, who's also named Rudy Giuliani, and he's
Giuliani.
hot.
Wait a minute, his nephew is named Rudy?
Yeah, his nephew is named Rudy Giuliani.
So
it's
his
a family
brother
name.
or sister named their kid the same thing as their brother?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
That's a weird
Like
thing.
I would name my son Brendan? That's fucking
No, but
insanity.
it's like if the grandfather, that's the grandfather's name, so you could be like Rudy Giuliani Jr. and then like your brother could name their kid. I could see it.
If you just look at the
I
legacy
don't know
of,
if
if
I
you
see
look at
it.
the legacy of Rudy's, it's just such a strong lineage, and
got
he
that.
fucks it up so bad.
What else you got?
That's a
You
good
got, you got
call.
football Rudy?
Football, well, really, only is football Rudy and the reindeer, Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer.
Oh my God, and the reindeer.
Which is like two,
the deer.
which is incredible, two really historically
Honestly, I put him
popular
at the top.
figures. Yeah,
He is the
two,
most recognizable.
two, maybe the most unanimously loved figures like you could have.
Yeah, the
and then you
true
have
underdog
Giuliani like
stories.
sweating his dick off in front of a landscaping.
Bro, the fact that you just said the reindeer slayed me, that was so fucking
He said it so casually,
pure
and
and
the
wholesome. reindeer, you know.
Who I've never
Who
called
knows?
Rudy, but yeah, for
I
sure.
didn't know. In my head, I'm like replaying the song. I'm like, is his name Rudy somewhere in the song?
Well, Rudy's short for Rudolph.
Are all Rudy's
No, I
Rudolph?
get it. They are?
Are you a Rudolph?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think.
Oh, it has to be.
Yeah.
Actually,
I
I
didn't
could
know
see
that.
I could see people naming their kid now just Rudy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that
You know,
does happen.
like people go like, no, seriously,
If
my
I
first
ever
name is
met
Johnny.
in the times, I've only met like another Rudy like 2 other times, and like there's something like inside me where when I meet another Rudy, I
have to kill him?
I want to kill him.
There can only be one.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
Highlander
I didn't
shit.
see that
Yeah.
coming. I thought you guys like bonded like Mini
No,
Cooper
I-
owners do.
Like the Jeep family.
Jeep-
Yeah,
Because I've never
like
had
you
to-
see a Rudy, you head nod. What up?
I've
You
never
got
had to
big
deal with
Rudy
someone
energy.
having my name, so like if I see someone else, it's like on site. Like I hate them.
I feel the opposite. No one will ever have the name Raina, so if I meet one in the wild, I'm like, holy shit.
But you don't know. You never have.
No.
So if you
The
did, you
only
don't know.
Raina I ever know is Raina James from fucking that TV show in Nashville.
Nashville.
Never- I've
I
never
lied,
met
actually.
another-
There's one other Raina. Her name is Raina Greenberg, who I've known. I
is
like,
so
sorry, I'm
weird.
blacked out. I'm so tired. Her name is Raina Greenberg. She lives in New York City. She works in PR, and we met and like took a photo together. I like her. She's cool.
Raina tried to get her
You're a
to
better
get over
person than
it.
I am.
Yeah, I was gonna- but
Well, there's
like,
only one other Raina Greenberg. She's the same last name. So we got like
Oh,
people
yeah,
like
no, that's
that.
like
Yeah.
full name.
Oh, that's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I did try to also get her to give me the Instagram account.
Yeah, she
also.
said no.
Oh, really?
She swiped it first.
Did you get her? Oh, but she's in PR, so she probably wants it.
She was just like, I got this first. It's fine.
Wow, what a bitch though.
You know?
That's
She's got like a
kinda
deep
Did you try to?
following.
Did you try to? Did you
Okay,
offer
she
her a
does have a
little bit
following?
of money for it?
No, I didn't offer any money.
If
Maybe I'll have her
she
assistant
had
do
like
it.
200 followers and it was just like posting pictures of her dogs and she said no, I think that would be the most fucked up thing ever.
Right.
Like you're impeding my career, bitch.
Right.
Give me the fucking handle.
She's a director to PR.
I
That
could
feels
mur-
like
I
a like
could
a
murder
curb
her.
your yeah.
That could
Well,
be
that's
one
not
of-
That could be our first
justifiable.
murder.
You know?
But that's
I
on
feel
brand
good
for
about
us,
that
like
one.
over an Instagram handle.
True.
You know what I
True.
mean?
Like we will literally murder for this brand. We will kill for the cause.
Yeah.
So have you ever killed a Rudolph? Why don't you murder a Rudolph for Rudy?
Would I kill a Rudolph?
Yeah, like you said when you meet him, you ever like.
I luckily.
Have you ever gone by Rudolph? Have you ever been like, call me
My
Rudolph?
parents call me Rudolph.
Do they?
I don't
What
mind it
about
at all.
Dolph?
I hate that.
What up, Dolph?
Because then it's a little bit synonymous
Something
to the
we're calling
H-man. I don't like that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Did you get?
A
Were you
Dolph.
like teased at all?
I
in
never even
school?
made the A
like,
Dolph
Not teased,
Rudolph.
I don't know.
Like,
I think yeah. I guess like probably
He
got
has an
teased,
after
but like
PH.
I like as like a someone who like likes to have the attention on them, I didn't really mind. Like
Right.
if someone's like, oh, like Rudolph, like the reindeer, I'm like, we're talking
Yeah,
about
right.
me, so I wouldn't really.
But
Mind.
you're also like, yeah, the reindeer's fucking cool. Like,
Oh
it's
yeah.
not-
Also like the reindeer, I was like, you could always just say the line like, "You're welcome for saving Christmas." Like, it's like
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
you
Yeah.
probably
I got a Rudy. I got a Rudy story. I probably shouldn't tell, but whatever. It's too late now. There, I was dating this girl, and we
Oh,
were-
even this Rudy.
we were having like a lot of sex, and my dick, like it was like friction. Like my dick was like kind of rubbing too much, you know, and it
hot.
was red, and we made a joke like it was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer because it was like the tip, and so
Yeah.
she started
That's
referring to my
fun.
dick as Rudy. so me.
That's not as bad as I.
Let's rank it.
Let's see it. The reindeer, the lawyer there.
You gotta see it.
We'll get his nephew here, Rudy Giuliani.
I rank that high above Giuliani.
All right, I'll take it.
Yeah. High above it.
We
I
could
mean-
rub a little hair dye on it.
I'm gonna dress it up.
God.
I'm gonna dress my dick up as Rudy Giuliani for fucking Halloween.
I want you to put
That
the
would be
teeth
a
in
great
it.
dick pic to send that
put, like-
girl.
you put, like,
If you ever
just-
wanna, like,
just
find
for
a
men
reason
on
to
your
get back
pubes.
in there, you can send her a dick pic of that.
Yeah.
We love a dick
A little
pic.
sleigh,
Yes.
riding a sleigh.
You could draw on it.
We
draw
love
a little
dressed up
nose
dick
on
pics.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
Creative
being
stuff.
You're joking right now?
I mean,
I'm
I
not. I love
dick pic
creativity.
and love it.
But like,
A creative
okay,
dick
like
pic.
give me an example.
Okay.
Give me like several examples.
Well, I had a guy that sent. He was great. So
I have
the
one.
first one I got was wearing like he had a great big
Wearing?
dick.
What are we talking
The
about
dick had
here?
like Wayfarers on it, like sunglasses. And then he sent
Hard?
me. Huh?
Like a hard dick?
It was hard, yeah. And then it had like sunglasses on it.
Like the nose, the bridge was just like
Yeah.
over the penis?
And then
Okay.
he did bow tie. And then the third one was just next to the like Comcast remote. Like
For
full
scale?
How high did it go?
Yeah, which I thought was funny because I'm like, put it next to like the Apple TV remote. Like, but yeah, he was just really creative with the dick pics.
I just Photoshop mine. I just like
You
copy,
do? You
I just-
Facetune it?
No, but I do like a really bad job. Like I'll copy, like
that's
I'll
fine.
cut and copy and paste like a really bad like PNG
like the
photo.
square
like
dick
clear,
over it.
and I won't.
Yeah.
They won't even see any of my own dick. It'll just be like someone else's like copy and paste. Over it.
That's funny. I like that.
But Raina's like queen of dick pics. She has a whole
Well,
phone
there's two
full.
different kinds of dick pics. There's like a
Funny,
funny, haha,
and
and then there's
yeah.
like a sexy dick pic thing. I don't want to ruin it because we're doing some stuff with dick pics in our show in Philly. But yeah, I did have somebody send me a lot. But I like a dick pic, and I sent like a sexy pic this morning.
Yeah, I feel like the dick pic gets a raw deal, like, because they lump it in with unsolicited. There's
Well,
such
yeah,
a
here's
big
the thing,
difference. And how come
unsolicited,
so many
no.
chicks? There's a decent amount of chicks who are like, I don't want any dick pics, solicited, unsolicited. Like, I know it's gross, it's weird. I'm like, I think that's a little weird.
Okay,
So
'cause
like, I can't
maybe-
ever look at it.
I think
Yeah.
a lot of girls are in this world where like the majority of dick pics they've gotten are
bad.
unsolicited, and so they're like,
okay.
I have like
Yeah.
a negative association with this. I don't
But-
want this.
Okay, I get that. And if you have an issue with it, you have an issue with it. But like, if you're with somebody like consistently that you like, and
Yeah.
you're into their dick, you put it in your mouth, you put it in your body, you
Yeah.
like it,
Yeah.
and but then you'd be like, oh, I don't want to look
No,
at it.
I would
though.
want it.
I want
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe it's just like girls who are a little more conservative sexually
Yeah.
or whatever. But when I guess it was when the Mets had a scandal with this guy who was sending his dick around, and it became like this: don't ever send any dick pics under any circumstances. I was like, well, wait a minute. I was like, hang on a second. Then, it was kind
Never
of.
fuck pussy.
I feel like you should be a baseball coach. I can see it.
Like, how about I just don't rape? I'm like,
Yeah,
and I'll
that's where we
still
just. That's
fuck.
what we
Are
do.
you guys sending dick pics? Are you guys
That's
out
what I mean.
here?
Well, that's why I was getting
Yeah?
like all. I guess it was like female Mets fans. It was, and they were kind of like, don't ever send them, and whoever sends them is. And I was like, let me speak up for the.
Okay, so you like sending
dick pic
them. Keep it
activist?
as, yeah? You'll like
Yeah.
send somebody you're dating. You're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not like to,
For sure. I'll
Okay.
let 'em-
I don't.
I'll
I mean,
let
I
'em
just
rip.
like I don't. I'd want to ask first. Like, I don't really. If I dated a guy that I like loved his dick so much, like
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not a huge like dick lover. I don't like to like suck a bunch of dick. But
I'm
I was
not
like,
a dick lover.
Like, I'm not like obsessed with. I'm not like a Samantha Jones. Like, I love a dick,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, right.
But I loved his, and I would have gladly taken pictures of it. But I think. I also just like a sexy like outline or
Sure,
a mirror
that's what I
shot.
mean. Like, there's other. There are good dick pics and bad dick pics. There's good intent, bad intent, but like
You gotta
a bulge
read the
or an
room.
outline. Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
But
the,
the
and
way
the
that-
angle, like, is it coming up from the grundle? Like, I don't want.
Yeah, that's probably,
Oh,
that's
wow.
probably
I
the
want,
best
like,
way to do it, right?
I'll
Yeah,
wake up
probably
to
the
a dick
sexiest
pic
way to
if
do
you're
it.
dating somebody. I like to wake up to. I
I
like.
like to wake up. To
I
one.
sent a nude this morning.
get a
Like
coffee.
we're working on an episode about how to send better nudes that we're doing in a couple next week. We're gonna do it
For guys or girls?
For
For girls.
girls.
I think
but
you
we
should
had
for
some
guys, too.
guys.
Maybe we should touch on
we
guys.
had some
Don't
guys
be
submit
sexist.
stuff. No, we had some guys
Be like,
submit.
you gotta get your leg up there.
I
We'll do a
had.
little like we'll do like a little guy stuff.
You gotta pull your balls up and paint them like a butterfly.
Yeah,
I
I
would
was.
do that.
I was
So
thinking it'd
clearly
be.
that's yours. That's your
All
funny
right.
dick pic.
I was thinking it'd be funny, like if you sent like
Yeah, you put
nudes,
the
but
balls on
you
the
only
inside of
did
it
it
and
from
you
like
can't
100
draw,
plus
like,
yards
butterfly
away.
wings.
Wait,
Like a Where's Waldo situation.
Wait, what are you doing?
I was
yours?
I was talking to a buddy a while ago, and I was like, if I did like it'd be funny to do like an OnlyFans, but you did like nudes, but like they were only from like hundreds of yards away. Like, so you were like just like a naked dude, and you were
full nudity, bro.
full nudity, and you were just like, I don't even like literally like Where's Waldo, but you're just like ass
3
naked.
football fields away.
And yeah, you have to have like a camera that has like 19x
Right, it'd be tough to
zoom.
shoot. You gotta find like a field.
You also gotta
Or
be
like a
really
farm.
fast to
I
get
was gonna
back to
say
that
set the
camera.
timer and.
Yeah.
I guess you could have someone take it for you because they're not gonna really see it. I'll do it for you. It's like 300 yards away, man. Whatever,
Yeah,
dude.
exactly.
Did you guys read
But
about
wait,
that?
hang on.
that,
This got glossed over.
Oh, sorry.
you pull your balls up and turn it into butterfly legs?
Butterfly, yeah.
I've done that before. It's
And you
not,
painted
It's not my regular. It wasn't painted. I had a fucking Sharpie.
For a photo?
A Sharpie?
sh-
You
like
took
a
a photo
permanent
of it.
Yeah.
I wanna
have
see
a marker
it.
of some
Okay.
sort.
Was
Do
the
you still have
Sharpie?
this photo?
No, I don't have it. It's an old one.
Is that like in
wait,
your
like-
Google Drive
wait.
somewhere?
Raven's like, I
I'll
gotta
try
see
and
it.
drag
I
it
gotta
down
see
for you.
this.
I'll
I
try
gotta
and drag it
see
down
this
for you.
Just for
You know, you can send me that unsolicited. Go ahead.
so I fully understand. You
Okay,
pull
so-
your balls
Yeah,
up.
I need more logistics.
You put your dick against your stomach.
No, so your
and you pull
dick's
your ball-
hard, right?
Okay.
And then you like you all right.
I fully
Split 'em.
understand this.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. I feel like the hard dick. Balls here. Pull the balls up. Balls going on either side of the dick.
On either side. Okay. got
Yeah,
it.
yeah, and then
You just-
it's how
like a
wings
bat
are.
wing.
Kevin.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
look
yeah.
how
Wings,
that looks
okay.
like.
Yeah, yeah.
Wings.
I thought you were putting it like.
That makes sense.
Okay,
Yeah, like this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Two
makes
balls.
sense.
Right.
I feel like you could do like a whole, if you're dating somebody, you could do like a whole progression of like a butterfly. Like,
Yeah,
you'd be like,
because
this is the,
they-
like, you're like, this is the caterpillar. Like date one, you're like, here's the caterpillar.
Because you can put it like in, you know what I mean?
like the cocoon.
Oh,
yeah, and then
no!
and then you
That
finally,
makes
when you
my
guys are
dick hurt.
official, you send her the butterfly.
Yeah, when you have like, right, you push it in, you kind of lean between two chairs. I got it. Right, you lean between two chairs, you push it as far as it can go. And you have a camera set up doing a slow-mo video
And it comes
of it
out.
unfurling.
You said you like fucking.
Now-
He's gonna puke.
He's gonna puke.
You said you like creative dick pics. This motherfucker's got unfurling in it. If you have to use the word unfurling
I
in
don't
your
want
dick
it.
pics,
I don't
it's
want it.
not.
Okay, no.
How about some unsolicited unfurling?
You could like a stop motion of that. Like
Yeah.
Stop motion.
And I feel
In
like
black
it's gotta
and
be
white.
like a music, like it's like,
Yes. With like a narrator being like, and then the cocoon is shed, and the bird, the butterfly is born.
That's like literally something someone like would do in like the Renaissance era, and everyone would be like, "Oh, this is awesome."
What is art, bro?
What if you could edit it from unfurling into, and then like you'd have to like jerk it a little bit, and then you like, and you could edit it all to it. Just
Yeah,
gets
we'll have
full,
Nick edit it, don't
just
worry.
gets fully hard.
This is like a new form of art.
I think we'll wrap up on that. Tell the people when your dates are, when your events are, and the podcast and
Ashley
everything.
always takes us out, so I'm willing her the honors.
you can listen to Girls Gotta Eat wherever you listen to podcasts, iTunes, Spotify, wherever. We are starting to tour back. We have dates in Philly, July 16th and 17th. We just added a third show.
What's this like festival where you guys
Oh,
are like
and then-
fucking the big letters? You're the big fun. You're
We're
like
the
headlining
third
that
biggest, but
shit,
whatever.
yeah.
We're
We're
doing
gonna talk to our
J.
agent about it.
I thought I was pretty
it's
impressed
cool.
with the
It's
third
no,
biggest, but
We're
It's
very
cool. We're very
excited.
excited. This
Yeah.
is JFL, Just for Last Festival.
Yeah.
JFL Escapes in Cancun, which is in November. So
Fuck
you
yeah.
come and you stay at a resort. Like I think Tom Segura, Jim Jeffries, Nikki Glazer,
Shit, hell yeah.
Steve-O, Nicole Byer, us, and you'll be like at the resort with all these people. It's kind of an all-inclusive comedy festival.
that's awesome.
But yeah, girlsgottaeatpodcast.com is all of our dates, and then Girls Gotta Eat Podcast on Instagram. I'm Ash Hess, Raina's Raina.Greenberg.
Yeah.
What a pro.
Thanks for having us.
Shout out to Revitalyte. Drink it this weekend, drink it whatever. You know what? Just drink it in general. You're going to get the electrolytes, you're going to get hydrated. But certainly if you're going to get out there and party, make sure you get the Berry Frost from the Barstool Black Label Revitalyte. And tweet at them at Drink Revitalyte. And we'll see you guys next week for another Friday Night Pints.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching Friday Night Pints. Make sure you click on the bell icon below to keep up with notifications. And make sure you subscribe to our channel. Strong drinks, full pints. Can't lose.
Can't lose.